Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Chadi. First of all, I'm going to say that if you are a child and you're under 12 years old, you must be in company of a parent, okay? This is not for you. And parents, review this video before you actually let your children see it. I know I have to say this because the way things are, I'm going to protect myself. So also, I have made this channel for adults, and it's a shame. But when things are going, we got to protect ourselves. I want to continue doing videos for you, and therefore, I'd rather do it and say it's for adults, and anybody else that is not, they're too young and want to watch it, it has to be supervision with a parent. Then try to lose my channel. Not only that, get fined for it. So it's no way I'm going to do that. So this is how it is. I'm not going to get into it. There's a lot of channels out there talking about it, and y'all can watch those. I'm not a political person. I just want to make sure that my channel stays there. I just got up this morning. As I say, you can kind of tell I haven't done anything to myself, and it's okay. But I wanted to be able to do this video before I actually got really busy or, whatever. It's always something. To let you know, first of all, that I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I didn't post anything, and it wasn't because I didn't want to. It's just that since Mom passed, my mind was in all the things that I had to do. And by the time I thought about it, it's too late, and so here I am today. But I want to thank you for quite a few things. I want to thank you especially, and most of all, for your prayers, for your comments, because that really helped me and also helped my mom. She, when she was able to still to communicate with me, I would read the comments, and you can, she would have a big smile in her face, and that to me said it all. I mean, it was wonderful. And like I said, prayers, the Lord has always been with me, and it definitely, they did help. I know He even sent His little angels to help me out and get through this. I want to thank all my new viewers. I want to thank all my subscribers, my new subscribers. But I don't forget my old subscribers. I don't. I love you all. And I hope you still continue, to support me. You have been. And, that's means so much to me, especially when I'm not really doing any crafts or anything. And it probably be a little while before I do anything like that. Mostly my videos from now on is going to be the RV, because I like to have that done. And it may take me a while, but we'll get it done. But also my property, my home, everything that I need to do, because I do want to sell this place. It's too big for me. And it takes time of the things that I want to do, which of course is crafting and things like that, and traveling and, other things. So that's what the things that I'll be doing. But I will be doing some videos on some of them. I bought me a GoPro camera. I have been working on it. I'm not videoing on it yet because I want to be sure that everything is the way it's supposed to go before I actually, go with it. But I'm really happy with it, and I think it's going to work really well for me. And so what I like about it is that I can, put it on my head, on my chest, whatever, and you'll be able to see some of the projects better and more at hand. And so, that's why I wanted to do this. Also, I'm rambling today. I don't have nothing planned. I'm just rambling because, like I said, this video was not really in schedule. I mean, it was just like a spare of a moment. But I thought, what the heck? I'll just see how it goes and go with it. Um, I'm going to, I don't know, like I said, a lot of things. But the main thing I want to actually talk about is caregiving. I don't know if any of you have done that. I'm sure a lot of you have. But if you haven't done that, if you have the opportunity to do it, I want to say it's not. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. No, it's not easy. Rewarding, absolutely, absolutely. And the Lord give you the strength and everything you need. It's just what He does. And without Him, I know I couldn't have done it. Mom, as you will know, had pancreas cancer. Right now, my last vision of her is not pretty. Attacks most of them. I guess what it does is attacks the liver, so they get jaundice, yellow. Yellow that is just almost orangey looking, really. So I have to have that picture in my mind. But it's not a bad picture, even though it affects you. Even all of that, her face looked pretty. It's just, that's all I can tell you. When you're a caregiver, there's a lot of things. To me, caregiving is not just when they're sick and they're dying. Caregiving is from the moment they step in your home. And my mom came to my home over 2 years ago. It was 2 years in September. And my mom and I had, bug hits. So I knew that it was not going to be easy. But I prayed about it, and I just asked the Lord for wisdom, to show me patience, teach me how to be patient. And that was a big one, patience with my mom. And He did. I didn't know how it was going to go. And I was going to do a video about this, but I decided I wasn't not going to do it, about why and all that. I have forgiven my mom for a lot of things, and it took me a while. I've forgiven her first in my head, but not in my heart. And I know some of you may think, well, what's the difference? It is a big difference, believe me. You forgive her because it's your mother, you forgive her. But in your heart, you still cannot even tell her you love her in meaning. You know what I mean? So my mom was always very well taken care of. She never have, I did everything that she wanted to do this last 2 years. She was 94 years old. She could have lived 100, no problem. That woman had more energy than I did until she got sick. Everybody wanted to be, she was the hero of so many people. I want to be just like her. I want to be just like her. I wanted to be just like her. So, yeah. But it was until the Lord put it in my mind, a picture of His last days on earth, that finally I knew that I had to forgive my mother in my heart and actually, love her unconditionally. And that's something that I love my children unconditionally, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. I love them unconditionally. Why can't I love my mother unconditionally? So the Lord helped me with that. And when He did, and it's when I started loving her with my heart. And let me tell you, there was like a boulder out of my shoulders right there. I feel lighter. I feel happier. We have a better time. We laugh a lot. We talk a lot. And it would not bother me. When she starts being a little forgetful and tells you stories time and time and time and time again, you get to the point, yeah, Mom, I heard that one that's probably about 1,000 times, the kind of thing. When I started loving her with my heart, it didn't matter. We talk, and I went in, and we laugh about it, and so that was good. We still have our little bumps. She was a very stubborn woman, very controlling. It had to be her way or no way. So, but like I said, the Lord gave me the strength, the patience to be able to take it, handle it. And it worked out. When she got sick, which it was crazy because it was fine all of a suddenly, and I had to go to see a friend out of town. We had already commit and everything, and my mom was going to go with me. And she actually did not want to go at the last minute. Knowing my mom, it's like the boy that cried wolf too many times and then you don't believe her. She said, well, I don't feel good. And the way she said it, I thought, here we go again. So I said, well, Mom, I gave her a list of people. My neighbors were behind me. And I said, I have to go. I'm going to go and turn around and come right back, which I did. And when I got back, she was in a lot of pain. She wanted to go to emergency room. We did that. She kept complaining about her kidneys. And they did all kinds of tests, all kinds of things. Finally, they started doing x-rays. And when I did the x-rays, I didn't know where they were going, but I could see the monitor. And I saw something that went, a piece of it was red and the other one was blue. And I thought, uh-oh, maybe it's a tumor, maybe it's whatever. And this is how they found out she had pancreas cancer. So, and the only thing I knew about that they could tell me, I mean, pretty much everybody, including the doctor, is painful and fast. Well, truly, it was very painful. And but we were able to get hospice right away. We had the medication for her right away. And we were able to control the pain. Not sometimes all the time. Sometimes, as it progressed, it gets worse and so on. But we kept her pretty comfortable, okay? But I'm talking about the whole process of taking care of a parent, a loved one, whatever. If you have, like I said, the opportunity, do it. Because I am so glad that my mother was not in a hospital or a nursing home. I will never have put her in a nursing home, folks. Nursing homes. It's for only the people that really wants to be there, or for the people that don't have any other place to go. And I'm not saying for them it's that bad. It is in a way because nobody comes to see them. There's a lot of them that have family. They don't come to see them. It's depressing. And I wasn't going to do that to my mother. No way. It's not even my family way. That's not the way we do it. So it was not a choice. It was, Mom was going to be home. And it was my best decision I had ever made in my entire life. And I have been through 4 different, members of the family that had passed. Each one of them is different. Each one of them is awesome. The whole process, the circle of life, you see it, from one end to the other. And it's beautiful. It really is. It can be beautiful if your heart is in it. Like I said, I would have not done it any other way. But what was so funny, you have to kind of know my mom, some of the things she did and say. And I had to tell you this because she was a toot. And she kept us in stitches until she just got into a coma, basically. The nurses loved her because, as sick as she was, and they would come in and they would say, well, how are you today? Oh, I'm wonderful today. See, I'm great. Oh, and they will leave and she'd be in pain. I had to give her medication. I mean, she was that type of person. And they were crazy about her. Hospice is probably, I mean, they're awesome. I mean, they don't come that often. They come, well, as they need you, as they need her, they come every day, of course. But they started with 1 day a week. They like to be there early. In other words, as soon as they found out that she had cancer, they wanted to be there. So they were easier. Then they know what's going on. It is better for them. Also, it's better for you. And she actually even bathed herself until probably the last 2, 3, but I think she had, 3 weeks of it that she did not, well, actually, I take that back. The last week before she went into coma is when she did not wash her, bathe herself. And the nurses' aides will be there with her, of course. But yeah, she was going into the last minute till she couldn't go anymore. So these are things that'll happen. But, and then, excuse me, I want to drink a little coffee. This is my first cup of coffee this morning. Then but there's one of the things that she did that was hilarious. She came out of her room one morning. I was in the, I don't know what I was doing. She called me. She said, "Chotty, I want to talk with you." And she was carrying a calendar under her arm. And I said, "Mom, why are you carrying the calendar?" She goes, "I want to talk with you." And I said, "Okay." So I sat down, listened to her. I said, "Okay, tell me what you want with the calendar." She says, "I'm going to pick up a day that I'm going to die." And she started on October. And I said, I was trying to kid her around with her, I said, "Well, Mom, October is a bad month. My youngest daughter had 2 conferences. She was gone. She was going to be gone 2 weeks. I said, she cannot be here. You cannot do it in October." And then she said, "Well, I'm going to do it then in November." I said, "Well, you can't do it in November either because, it's Nathan's birthday, the 1st of November, the 2nd of November, actually." I said, "And the 25th is James. You cannot do it then." But she picked up her day, which was the 23rd. And that's the day she went. It's funny, isn't it? That's the way it goes. But we all were around her, all day and night. I slept in her room at night because you don't sleep really because she just, I was constantly awake and make sure she was all right. Plus, I was giving medication every 3 hours, to keep her comfortable. And so we were constantly with her. And my niece, and I don't know what I have done the last 2 nights without my niece. She's a nurse. And she came, she just, like a sergeant, she just charged in. She said, "Okay, Aunt Charlie, I'm here. I'm going to take care of Nona. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. Awesome." And she spent 2 nights with her. And I slept the first night in the sofa, close to her room. And really no sleep because, like I said, I just nap, I think. And got up, and she's still with us. In the second night, I told Jamie, my niece was coming to take care of her again, which she had not had any sleep or anything. And I fixed the cot, for her that I had been sleeping in for her. And I really wanted her to go home. But she said, "Nope, I'm staying in here. I'm going to do it." So I have not slept well in the little cot for nearly a week. And I thought, okay, I'm going to my room. If anything changes, please call me. And she has, I had an apparatus that she had hanging on her, with a button and her, hanging on her neck. And I had the other one I could, listen. I said, just ring me. When she rang me, she already had passed. So anyway, she said, it was, how can I say it? You're waiting for it. Mainly because she wanted to go. It's not that I wanted to go. She wanted to go. She just wanted to go. She was ready. It's just like, why am I here? I'll tell you about that one in a minute. Like I said, she keeps saying funny things. And anyway, she says, and Charlie, I finally figured it out why she didn't go. I said, what do you mean? She said, she wanted to go by herself. She didn't want nobody around it. And that happens. Some of them wants to go by themselves. Some of them wants to be surrounded with loved ones. It's different. All of them are different. She wanted to go by herself. So she got it all nice and cleaned up and get ready and everything beautiful. It was awesome. I could not thank my niece enough for what she did for her. And then she told her, she said, well, Nona, that's what we call her, Nona, I'm going to step it in the other room. I'll be back. And she did. She went and got herself a little drink. She stepped back in, and she was gone. So that's how she did. But knowing my mother, she always done things on her own. But maybe she wanted to do this one on her own too. To the very end, I would have not changed anything. I miss her every day. And it's going to be hard. Also, there's something else that I didn't know was going to happen. It was that I didn't realize how tense and nervous. See, I sleep with my hands fisted. This is how uptight I was. So finally, when I let it go, I hurt from head to toe. And it's taken me a little while. Last night, I think I slept probably better than I have so far. But that's just the way it is. That's just part of it, part of the process. And I still know I will do it all over again for her. It's such a beautiful thing, especially if you believe, if you have faith, and I have faith, and I'm a believer, and I know where she's at. You miss her, you cry, you laugh, you do all kinds of things. But she is with the Lord, and that's what she should, what she should do. But one of the things that she did that is just funny, and these are wonderful things to remember, was that the week before she practically went into a coma, we had a bad week, and we thought she was going to leave us then. Well, she didn't, and the next day she got up, she felt really good, and we talked, she talked, all the kids were here, the grandchildren, and once they could not come, which I told them, do not, just quit like that, don't make a trip. One of them was in LA, and so on, so I said no. But she talked to him for about 2 hours on the phone. They cried, they laughed, they carried on. They had a most wonderful time. She talked to each of the grandchildren, actually great-grandchildren, by themselves, and and it was wonderful to hear them, one on the phone, the other one. My little granddaughter was here, of course, and she shoo us all out of the room to talk to her. So who knows what she talked to her about? I never did ask her. But that morning when I woke her up to see if she wanted any breakfast, which normally she didn't eat barely nothing, she said, I thought I was going to be going. What am I doing here? That's my mom. She was ready to go. And she was kind of upset that the Lord haven't, taken her. And so I said, well, I guess he's not quite ready for you. We were very honest about everything with her. And that's a good thing, folks. Do not take that away from them. They have dignity. They should die with dignity. And they need to know what's going on. They're okay. They're not babies. They're not children. They're adults. So every step of the way, I told her what was going on. And she accepted it. She accepted it gladly. But she was ready to go, and by God, why did she not go that day? I hope, like I said, this is just rambling around today, but maybe I needed this. I love you, all of you, and you too. Like I said, I'll get back on my own. I'll get back on, and we'll do all kinds of stuff. But right now, first of all, I need time to, health-wise, to get back together. I have, as you know, a hernia that I really want to take care of, and I'm ready for it. So, I need my health back up. And, unless the Lord has any other different, other thing in mind, I need to take care of myself. Because this is what we're here for. Some of us, they will retire, and, I'm 72 years old. I don't feel like 72 years old. I feel young, and that's what the young generation don't understand. But I think all of you my age do know that our body may look like 72 years old, but our mind and our thoughts and everything are still young. And so the Lord wants us that while we're on this earth, that we enjoy life as much as we can, and we take care of ourselves so we can enjoy our lives in this earth. And so that's the way it is. So yeah, I'm going to take care of myself. And I'm doing things a little slower. Not as, because I do have a lot of energy. But I'm trying to kind of slow down a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And be able to do the things that I need to do. And if I need help, I will get help. If I can find it, because that's another story. So yeah, it's there are things that you need to take care of yourself. And after, especially, I have things that I have to do because I want to get rid of my my home and everything. But those that you don't not, they still have your home and you want to be there. After you have been, caregiving your loved ones, you need to take care of yourself, because you don't know how much, you're going through. You live your life and you think everything is fine and everything is dandy, but you're stressed out, you're tense, and you don't realize it until it's all over. Then you relax and then go, So take care of yourselves. It's very important. If you have family, for your family. I have family. I have my children and grandchildren. They're grown. I understand that. But I still need to be there for them sometimes. I'm not a meddling mother, by the way. But if they need me, I need to be in good shape to be there for them. So taking care of yourself is also part of the process. And we had a chaplain coming over that was from hospice, and he was amazing. But he told me something, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. He said, when this is over, you need to write a letter to your mother. And I never heard of that. But it makes sense. So I am going to write a letter to my mother. I don't know what I'm going to say to her yet. Maybe it'll be in stages. But yeah, I'm going to do that. And I think it's a good thing. So I hope I had not bored you too much today. But like I said, life will give you, it takes turns and turns and turns and turns. You never know where you're going to go. But take them with faith in your heart and the Lord by your side. And you can do anything. Anything. Believe me. And He'll be there to give you support. Even when you're breaking down, He'll hug you. And it's awesome. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to quit right here because I don't know what else to tell you. I said I love you all. And thank you to hang in there for me. So until next time, stay well, and God bless you.